Alright, yo, what's up guys? It's me, Shadow. Real quick before we get into the video, I'm going to plug the drum kits and VSTs that I used in today's video. You guys can feel free to pause the video and take a look. Also, before we get into the video, I don't really have much to say today, so I'm just going to plug my Instagram. You guys can follow me there. That's where I'm most active and you can most easily reach me. I'm going to plug my Type Beat channel, and then I'm going to plug my BeatStars. That's where I sell like sound kits, drum kits, beats, basically something for everyone. And yeah, I'm going to keep this intro short today, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day or night. Peace. Alright, yo, what's up guys? It's me, Shadow, back again for another tutorial video. This week we're going to be going over how to make a Pluggnb type beat in the style of Autumn's most recent single, One Way. I'm pretty sure all of us have been waiting a very long time for this song to come out, and if I'm going to be honest, I didn't even plan on making this video whatsoever. Originally today I was going to record a Zay Skills type beat tutorial, so if you guys want that, I will still record that, but you know, I just figured the time was right. I had to make this video, and I'm very satisfied with the way this beat came out. So guys, without further ado, let's get right into this video. Starting off, BPM is 133. 130 to 135 is basically the range that you're going to want to use for these styles of beats. Sound selection, if you guys look at this beat, you're going to see there's a little bit of a twist, which is the fact that I added drums to this beat. One Way is not a beat that uses drums. That's what's unique about it, is that it just completely... Oh my god, dude, I can't talk right now. I'm sorry guys, I'm like already messing up my words. This is pretty usual for my videos, but what separates One Way from other Pluggnb beats is it's literally just a melody and this bass guitar, not an 808, a bass guitar. So I wanted to add a twist to this video and show you guys kind of what I would do if I had to put drums on this melody. So if you guys just want to see how to make a One Way type beat with just the chords and the bass, you can basically just watch until I am past that point in the video, and if you want to keep going and you like what I'm doing, you can keep watching. But basically, real quick, these are what the drums oh my god. Basically, these are what the drums are going to sound like. So yeah guys, those are the drums. As for the melodies, the two plugins that we're going to use for this video are Purity and Expand. Purity is going to be for all the melodies, and Expand is going to be just for the bass. For the main chords, I use this preset called Fruit Steel. Then I have the fretless bass preset in Expand 2. Beautiful. And then guys, this is where I kind of took matters in my own hands and I made the decision to add more sounds to the melody. At its core, it is actually just the first Purity preset and the bass preset. But if you guys want to go farther and, you know, just kind of add your own touch to it, what I did is I just added more Purity noises. The first one being Simple Sign. Amazing. I have the Breath Bell. Then I have Vienna Strings 2. Within Vienna Strings 2, I actually went to the edit and I just adjusted the attack. This is the attack right here. So that will basically affect how fast the strings start to play. When I used to make Pluggnb, it really annoyed me how the strings always took like half a beat or a whole beat to actually start playing in its full effect. And I wish I knew back then that you can just change the attack within Purity. So that's what I did, so the strings were not annoying to, you know, like use. And then lastly, I have the pizzicato strings. Every time I say that, it sounds like I'm saying pizzicato. Pizzicato. The strings, these strings right here, I use for this beat. And then lastly, I just have this riser sound, which I'm not going to play because it would take forever to activate. So yeah guys, that is the sound selection for this beat. Now we're going to move on to how I made the melody, starting off with the chord progression. Alright guys, so this is what the chord progression looks like, at least within the ballpark of One Way, and this is what it's going to sound like. Yeah, there you go. I believe this is definitely substantial enough for a tutorial video. A lot of the times I make tutorial videos and I feel like I'm not completely accurate with what I'm doing, but this is definitely pretty spot on. And unfortunately, guys, I'm not going to be able to talk too much about how I went about this because I am not one I am not the music theory YouTuber guy. I don't really understand chords and like what goes into them. You guys can just take a look at what I did, you know, basically like replay the melody, you know, kind of get an idea of what I did. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I don't know music theory. I don't know stuff like that. So I'm just going to leave that here. I don't want to butcher my video even more than I already have to. But next up, guys, we have the bass, which is going to sound like this. Basically, guys, what I did for this bass is I just used notes that are pre-existing in the chord progression already. I don't think they completely follow root notes. I just think they follow notes that are in the corresponding chords to wherever the bass plays. And of course, what makes this bass pattern unique is the use of like octave up notes. Basically, you just take, as you can see, if I just lower these, they would be within the same octave. Boom. There you go. You just raise them up an octave. Nothing too crazy, but basically you don't want a boring sort of slow bass pattern. You want to add these octave up notes to make it sound a little bit more like you're actually playing a real bass. And yeah, guys, basically if you want to make a one-way type beat as it is in the Autumn song, that would be it. This is what it's going to sound like altogether. You know, quite angelic. I am now floating in my room as I record this. But yeah, guys, I'm just playing around. This is basically at its core a one-way type beat, but like I said, I took the creative lead. I don't know, dude. I felt like adding drums and adding more sounds to the melodies, so that's what I did. So I will now go over that. Starting off, guys, we have the Vienna strings, which are going to sound like this. I'm going to try not to spend too much time on the added parts of the melody, guys, because, I mean, for one, there's not too much to say. These are basically just notes that already exist in the original chord progression. And two, I don't want this video to be like an hour long. Then I added these bells. It's just a very subtle accent in the background of the beat. It's going to sound like this. Nothing too crazy. Then, guys, I added the piss staccato strings, whatever. And again, they're just sit in the background of the beat pretty much, and it's going to sound like this. Yeah, there you go. Nothing too complicated. At the very end of the pattern, I basically just switched it up and raised some notes up an octave. And then lastly, guys, I have the sine lead, which is meant to be like a sort of a counter melody because... why did I say it like that? Counter melody. Pluggnb has a lot of leads, so I felt like adding one, and this is what mine is going to sound like. So yeah, guys, that's basically what I felt like adding to the melody. This is what it's going to sound like all together. So yeah, that is that. Pretty cool, man. I don't know. I mean, I already said it before. I'm not like some Pluggnb god. I make fucking yeet type beats, bro, which is like the most simple shit ever. So this is definitely something different for me, and yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like I did pretty well. But quickly, guys, I'm gonna go over the drums because I realized this video is probably gonna take longer than I want it to. Starting off for drums, we have the hi-hat and clap, which is gonna sound like this. This is basically just a typical clap pattern and the basic Pluggnb hi-hat playing all the time. I always call it a one-step as a joke because a two-step would basically be if it was playing every other note in this pattern. I don't think a one-step is the correct term, but if it is, I mean, shit, man, let me know. Then halfway through the hook, we're gonna bring in that typical Pluggnb rim, and we're also gonna add a snare, and it's gonna sound like this. And then guys, lastly, my favorite part of the beat is the 808, just because of the way it mixes. The 808 that I use is in this free plug kit, so I will link it down below. Basically, if you just take the limiter off and boost it in sound, it just sounds really, really nice. It clips in a way where, I don't know, it just kind of like rattles the beat, and it sounds dope. So this is what it's going to sound like. Fairly repetitive and very, very distorted and, you know, clippy. I mean, for everyone who's going to get mad at me in the comments, clipping happens all the time, whether you like it or not. I will forever fight the clipping war. Clipping is good. Clipping sounds nice. If it's pleasing to your ear, just do it. So yeah, that's the 808 pattern. Altogether, guys, this is what the drums are going to sound like in the beat. This video is taking a lot longer than I was hoping it would, so I'm just going to go over the structuring very quickly because I didn't really do anything that special. The entire beat is basically a 16 bar intro / pre-hook and then a 16 bar hook, and that repeats. As you can see, if I take this portion and paste it over, oh my god, that's the same thing. So yeah, basically that's what I did for the beat, and then the outro is just the intro again, except I just did an EQ and volume automation because I do that in my beats. As the hook drops and it kind of transfers from hook to verse or whatever, and then during the verse, right before the hook drops, I kind of make the melody cut out a tiny bit for, you know, added suspense or whatever. And yeah, guys, that is basically it for the structuring. I didn't do anything too crazy because, I mean, the beat itself kind of carried on its own. You don't need to go crazy with structuring when your beat is this complex. As for mixing, this is the EQ basically for the automation. No limiter. If you want your 808s to clip like it does in my beat, no limiter. The main chords for this beat, guys, are going to have a fruity reverb with the decay turned up and the wet turned up a little bit. Basically just copy these settings or do it according to your beat. I kind of usually play stuff by ear. And then a fruity delay with these settings. The knob is turned down to 10%, just kind of to add some depth to the chords. The guitar bass is going to have a fruity fast distortion, basically turned down to 9%. And then a fruity parametric EQ where I boost the low end and take out some of the high end. The bell, I basically turned stereo and EQ'd it like that because I didn't want it to be super dominant in the mix. Same thing with the strings, just an EQ. Didn't take out much high end, but took out a bunch of low end. For the 808, I used a fruity fast distortion and I turned it down to about 21%. And then a fruity blood overdrive. Very good 808 to make your... What? Very good oh my god. Very good plugin. It's a good plugin to make your 808s hit. That's what I was trying to say. Anyways, I did that, and I also raised the volume in the beat so it would hit and, you know, kind of clip. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed because I definitely enjoyed making this video and making the beat. If you made it to the end of the video, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all you guys who watch my videos all the way through. And yeah, guys, if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Remember to hit the subscribe button. I post videos twice a week covering underground and up-and-coming artists, challenge videos, entertainment content, and more. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day or night. Peace.